So what it is we're working with the 7 chakras in the Vedic system, in the Indian system. And they all have a resonance, a vibration. And the vibration doesn't actually...
Sorry.
Sorry, okay.
My thing going on. Sorry.
Okay. The vibration doesn't... the sound, which we're going to be chanting, there's a couple of ones. I'll start from the very beginning. So we're going to do initially the alternate nostril breathing, just for a couple of minutes only, just to bring us into a state of centeredness and quiet, because it works very well with the right and left hemispheres of the brain, and also the Ida and Pingala nadis, or the 2 side channels. So it brings them into balance and it helps to settle them and calm them. And then we're going to go into, first off, we're going to be chanting. Now, obviously, you know, I understand that you don't probably want to be screaming this chant out. So it is absolutely 100% as effective if you chant it mentally. If you want to whisper chant it, you can, because I do. That's what I do most of the time. In India, we yelled it, but that was because there was like 70 people and it felt really good. So, but it's okay to mentally chant it, so you don't have to say it out loud. So the first lot of the chant is going to use a practice which is called nyasa. And nyasa actually is a yogic practice which is used throughout a lot of the tantric practices, and also in the Tibetan Buddhist practices, in the Dzogchen, whereby you physically, using your hands, place the sound or the element associated with the sound into your body. So we're going to be doing that tonight. Very simple, but it's very effective in the sense that it is actually like an intention. You're intentionally placing that vibration into your body, into the chakra along the Sushumna, which is the central channel that we're talking about here. So the first slot is going to be chanting what's called the Vedic names, the Vedic sounds. They're a little bit different, and they're sounds that are part of what's a long version of the Gayatri Mantra. If you've heard of the Gayatri Mantra, it's the most famous mantra of the yogic traditions. And so it's usually quite short. It's usually like Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasyati Mahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Nadiva Pramal has a very beautiful version of that, which I'll send you the link to after, which you can listen to, which is divine. So the first lot of mantras, the first lot of sounds we're going to be putting in are part of that, a long version. Then we're going to do what's called the seed syllables, the seed mantras, which are called Bija mantras. And the Bija mantras are one word, short, usually 3 letters in our English language. And the sound of those has no meaning whatsoever, except for the fact of their vibration. So Sanskrit as a language was never developed as a language. It was never developed as a language to be used in communication or in any form as a native language. It was developed solely for the purpose of the vibration that the words have. So that every word in Sanskrit has a vibration that has an effect. So it's actually a medicinal language, or it's absolutely spiritual language. Just like, you know, they've proven that, and they've proven it with Sanskrit also, that, you know, classical music, particularly Mozart, can help plants grow faster and people heal faster and things like that. So Sanskrit is a language that has effects like that on people. And so that's why mantras are so powerful and amazing. They're not just like funny words that you chant because it's the ritual to do it. It actually has a very beneficial vibration that actually has a very powerful effect on our being, physical, mental, psychological, spiritual, the whole being in every way. So this is what we're doing tonight. And because our chakras, we have numerous chakras, but in the yogic tradition of India, the main ones are 7. And so we're going to be working with those. Okay. So as we go, because you may not all be 100%, Chris, probably because you've done yoga, you've done the yoga teacher training and stuff. But for some, like say Mark and Nicolette's probably got a bit of an idea. Tuan, not so sure. I'll tell you where to put your hands and the symbol and colour associated. In reality, the colour and the symbol is not as important as the actual element of the chakra. So the element that the chakras correspond to, like earth, water, fire, air, space. So that is more important than the colour, but you can use it a lot if you're up to it. Okay, so let's go. Let's do it. And when we can, any questions afterwards, we can talk about it and sensations and stuff. So making yourself comfortable, you can lie down for this if you want. I'll be as descriptive as I can. So you can either lie down or sit up straight. If you are sitting up, ensuring that your back's nice and straight, buttocks firm on whatever you're sitting on. So it's not like if you're on a bed, ensuring that you're kind of sitting cross-legged so you still have a very straight spine. That's the importance of that, is to keep the energy channels free to flow, for the prana, for the chi energy to go through. Shoulder blades relaxed if you're sitting up. And just as you're settling into your space, taking a few nice, long, deep breaths at your own pace. Nice, long, deep breaths down into the belly, bringing it into the lungs, and then slowly exhaling. And feeling with every exhale, you're coming into a more relaxed state. Any troubles, any issues, any residue from the day falls away with the exhale. And you find in yourself in a space of complete stillness, feeling that centeredness, that stillness. Now when you're ready, I think everybody here knows the alternate nostril breathing. Bringing your hands up to your face, closing your right nostril with your thumb. Inhaling nice and slow. Closing your left nostril with your ring finger and little finger. Releasing the right nostril and exhaling through the nostril. When you're empty of breath, breathing in again through the right nostril till you're filled with breath. A little pause as you close the right nostril, releasing the left, exhaling. When you're empty, being aware of the little pause before you inhale, long, slow and deep. Closing the nostril with the ring finger, releasing the right and exhaling. So continuing with this breath at your own pace for just a couple of minutes. And as you do this breath, focusing on the space between your eyebrows, your Ajna chakra. On the next exhale through the left nostril, releasing the breath, releasing the hands, and just breathing through both nostrils, nice and long and slow, nothing forced, but a little deeper than your normal breath. Okay, so now as you're coming out of the alternate nostril, bringing your left hand to your heart center and placing your right hand over the top. I'm going to say just a little chant. We'll do it 3 times. You can just listen to the chant for the moment. Maha Adi Shakti Kundalini Namo Namaha Maha Adi Shakti Kundalini Namo Namaha Maha Adi Shakti Kundalini Namo Namaha. Just absorbing that into the heart space. So that chant is basically about awakening the Shakti energy that's coming from Kundalini at the base of the spine. The coiled serpent energy. And Shakti is the energy of all life. And we're paying homage to that. Namo, Namaha means hail or homage to. So releasing your hands, if you're lying on your back, for the moment just placing your hands beside you. If you're in a seated position, bringing at the moment just placing your hands on your knees. So the first sequence of chanting the chakras is going to be the Vedic mantras. And this is where we will place the sounds into the chakra. So we'll go very slowly. And we do this 7 times. And I'll just describe as we go. So placing your hands onto the earth. Now for the nyasa placement, we only use the ring finger and the middle finger. The other fingers do not touch the body. So placing those 2 fingers onto the earth beside you. Mentally focusing on what's called Muladhara chakra at the base of the spine. The root chakra associated with earth. The color is red and the symbol is a square. Now, you don't have to focus on all of those elements. You might let's just to think earth, red, and chant the mantra. So the mantra for this one is Om Bu. Taking your hands, finger, ring finger and middle finger, and placing it at what's in Buddhist called the secret chakra, and in yoga, Indian yoga, is called Svadhisthana. And it's basically about 4 fingers below the navel. Placing those 2 fingers there. Color's orange. The element is water. And the sound is Om Bhuva. Placing your fingers further up to the navel. This chakra is Manipura. The color is yellow. The element is fire. And the vibrational sound in Vedic is Om Swaha. Next, taking the fingers to the heart center, placing them there. The color is a smoky green. The element is air. And the sound is Om Maha. Taking your fingers to the pit of your throat, Vishuddhi chakra. The color is blue, like the sky. The element is space, Akash. And the mantra is, sorry, I don't need to go through it again. Om Jana. Taking your fingers to the third eye. Just pressing them there. The color is indigo. The element is beyond elements. And the mantra is Om Tapa. Taking your fingers to the crown of your head, in the soft part at the top, resting there. This is Sahasrara, the crown chakra. It is 1,000-petaled lotus. It's open to whatever you perceive God to be, whether it be energy, force, whatever you perceive the divine to be. And the mantra is Satnyam Om Satyam. So coming back to the earth, and we're going to move through this now at the pace that you will be doing when you do it on your own. So I just went through it slowly so that you get the feel, a little bit of the feel of what is happening in these chakras. And we're going to concentrate now mainly on the vibration of the sound and the position of the chakras. And then you can work through some of the other things throughout the week if you intend to continue with this practice. So hands to the earth first, fingers touching. Om Bu. Hands to Svadhisthana, which is 4 fingers below the navel. Om Bhuva, the navel. Om Swaha, the heart. Om Maha, the throat. Om Jana, the third eye. Om Tapa, and the crown. Om Satyam. Hands back to the earth. Om Bu. Hands to Svadhisthana. Om Bhuva, the navel. Om Swaha, the heart. Om Maha, the throat. Om Jana, third eye. Om Tapa, crown. Om Satyam. Hands back to the earth. Just one other little tip as we move along with this is focusing on the central channel running from the base of the spine out the crown of the head. It's a golden thread of light. And these chakras are internal, connected to this thread. So they're inside your body. Hands to the earth. Om Bu. Svadhisthana, below the navel. Om Bhuva, the navel. Om Swaha, the heart. Om Maha, throat. Om Jana, third eye. Om Tapa, crown. Om Satyam. Hands to the earth. Om Bu. Svadhisthana. Om Bhuva. Manipur at the navel. Om Swaha. Heart. Anahata. Om Maha. Throat. Vishuddhi. Om Jana. Ajna. Third eye. Om Tapa, crown, Sahasra. Om Satyam. One more time. Hands to the earth. Om Bu. Svadhisthana. Om Bhuva. Manipura navel. Om Swaha. Anahata heart. Om Maha. Vishuddhi throat. Om Jana, Ajna, third eye. Om Tapa, crown, Sahasra. Om Satyam. And just holding it there for a moment. Feeling energy through the body, being aware of any sensations and how you feel. Bringing your hands down onto your knees. If you're lying on the ground, just placing your hands beside you with the palms facing up. If you're seated, placing your hands on your knees, palms facing up, and your fingers in Jan Mudra, which is forefinger and thumb connected. Keeping energy within our body, building our vibrations. So now we're going to move into the seed syllables. These are the very powerful sounds. And as you go through your yoga journey more, you will come in contact with these sounds throughout your practices. And if you go onto YouTube, you will find music and all sorts of things that are associated with each sound individually even. So closing down your eyes if they're not already closed. Focusing on the base of the spine, the base chakra, Muladhara, red. And the sound is Lam, L-A-M. Lam. Moving up again, orange at Svadhisthana. And the sound is Vam, V-A-M. Vam. Moving to the navel, Manipura, yellow. And the sound is Ram, Ram. To the heart center, green, Anahata. And the sound is Yam, Y-A-M, Yam. Further to the throat chakra, Vishuddhi, sky blue. And the sound is Hum, H-A-M or H-U-M, Hum. Going to the Ajna chakra, the third eye center. And the sound is Om, Om. And the crown chakra, we visualize the 1,000-petaled lotus, usually a brilliant white, could be violet, colored light, and it is beyond sound. Silence. Infinite silence. So we'll work our way through this, and we do it 7 times. We'll go a little faster, and don't worry too much about missing out on the elements and the colors and whatever if it gets confusing, because you will get the printout tomorrow or the information, so you can look at that. But the most important thing is really just to follow the chakra, follow the central channel, and feel the sensation within the body. Base chakra. Lam. Vam. Ram. Hum. Sorry, Yam. Hum. Om. So just follow those sounds up the chakras as we go, and mentally say it after me. Lam. Vam. Ram. Yam. Hum. Om. 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 Just experiencing these centers in your body. Earth, water, fire, air, space. Slowly, slowly bringing your hands to your heart center. And we'll close this meditation with one Om, 3 Shantis. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.